went to sleep last night. We were going to win the 4th Ashes Test. Then there was some sort of nightmare and I woke up and England had smashed us yet again. What did I miss, Robert Craddock?
Well, you missed an occasion that was just too big for this team, Tone.
Yep.
Lack of big match composure. They folded again. But it's had an interesting postscript, mate. Just in a story going up on News Limited websites as we speak, Darren Lehmann has changed tact and he said, gentlemen, careers are on the line at the Oval. He has kissed and cuddled and cajoled this team for 4 tests, and that was the way to do it. But I've seen Buff do this before. He reaches a point of total exasperation and just says, fellas, enough is enough. If you can't reach this standard, you shouldn't be playing for Australia. Specifically, Usman Khawaja, I think, is definitely in the gun. One of Lehmann's quotes was, you can't have blokes missing straight balls. Shane Watson again and Stephen Smith playing for their careers at the Oval.
But do you reckon that Buff's a bit too close to the players to drop them, though? Because he came in and had, you know, drinks with the boys, etc. Is he too close to the team to drop 3 or 4 for the Oval?
No, good question. And you've got this whole theory about John Connolly. What is it about beers, mate? You say...
Well, we had an old coach, John Connolly, who coached the Wallabies for many years, but the Queensland Reds. He'd always come and have 2 beers, but never have the 3rd beer with us. So he'd be close to the players, but be far enough away that he could drop the players if he needed to.
So 2 beers, I can sack you 3 with 2.
Too close, too chummy, yeah.
Captain Michael Clarke, as I said, he makes a very good point about changes to the team.
I think we're picking the best players, to be honest. Everyone continues to say, rebuild, rebuild, rebuild. At the end of the day, you need guys making runs in first-class cricket to take somebody's spot. You can't just drop someone if there's no one better to take their spot.
Former England batsman Mark Butcher. G'day, Mark. Are you getting bored with winning just yet?
Well, let me have a think about that. No.
What have you made of it? Obviously, the last time we spoke, I'm not sure why we didn't get you on last test because we were going to win that, but the last time we spoke, you were concerned about what was going on. Is the celebrations there for a terrific English performance rather than the drab Australian performance?
Well, yeah, I mean, going back to the fact you didn't have me on after the Manchester test, that was just another poor use of technology by you lot. You didn't ask me in. Didn't ask me in for the review of a test match that you might have won. It's just symptomatic of the entire campaign, really.
Come on, Butch, they are arrogant, mate, and you just spoke about a smoke screen. There's photos of the players out the back having a sneaky durry. We've also heard that Monty Panesar has urinated on a bouncer from the first level from a nightclub. These boys, they're in party mode, aren't they, Butch?
Well, you know, Buff Lehmann probably handed out the cigarettes to Joe Root, etc. I mean, we know he's always loved a durry out the back. And as for Monty having his little bit of a splash on a bouncer, we know that tail enders are always liable to wet themselves when there are bouncers around, so that's no surprise to anybody.
Remember when there was glory in Australia, especially in cricket in England? Here, have a look at this. Alan Border celebrating a win at Lord's. Tim Horan, what's he wearing?
Yeah, that's an old Wallaby jersey. I swapped with AB, got a one-day jersey off him and swapped a Wallaby jersey. I didn't think he was going to wear it up there on the balcony at Lord's.
That's your jersey?
I just forgot to tell him I hadn't washed it after the test. Sorry, AB.